Hi, this is yesterday's Moose production, and we're back with Eco for the PlayStation 3. Once again, I'm using OBS Studio. PS3 is outputting at 1080p, recording at 720p, and then I'm going to upscale it to 1080p. And that's the last I'll say about that, because hey, it works, and it looks good once it's all done. So this area is kind of funny because it trolls you a little bit. You go all the way up here and you think, oh, I'm going to be safe. But then the shadow creatures come out. And you're like, oh, I have to go back down. That's not good. And plus you have to watch this entire cutscene, so it gives them time to capture Yorda. It's very odd. But it's easier enough to get her out of there, and then relatively easy to get rid of all the shadow creatures. Sometimes you might have like a couple of the spider shadow creatures wandering around once you've defeated the big ones. But they don't really pose much of a danger to Yorda, so it's okay if they're around. It's just that the music for the shadow creature still plays, so it might worry you a little bit, but I think that you're otherwise okay. See, I think there's one in the tunnel over there, maybe two. So I'm just gonna go. I think it's okay for me to go. So this area also gets a little bit more puzzly. There's more things to do. A lot of steps to take. Yorda, where are you? Seriously, Yorda, where are you? There you are! Wow. Sleeping on the job, are ya? So when I'm playing this game, I basically play through it once to see how long everything takes, and then I'll play through it probably one more time just to improve how long I take to get through it, and then a third time for the actual recording. So I'm basically going through the game 3 times. So it's a good thing I like this game. Also, I like how the camera changes to focus on what Yorda's up to down there. So one of the things I found out is that I can just fall down here. And that saves me, I don't know, half a second or so. I figure as long as you don't die, everything's fine. So this next section could be a little tricky because once the shadow creatures come out, there's 3 vortexes that they can take Yorda into, and one of them, hold on, let me get up there. One of them appears up here, right over there. So if they take her to that spot, you gotta make sure to get up as quickly as possible. Reason being, it's not super obvious that there's a vortex there. So if you don't know that, it's very easy for Yorda to be taken. Okay, now that they are gone. Oh no, what are you doing up there? Oh, I can still move the box with her on top of it. I guess that's okay then. Bring it over to the lever. Oh yeah, I haven't really done it, but you can zoom in with the camera. Get a close-up view of what's happening. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case. You never know. Where shall I save? Number 4. Okay, so this next section here is a bit of another troll section. And I'll point out why momentarily. So now there's these shadow creatures that pop out, but you don't have to worry about them because they are way down there. So I can pretty much ignore them and I don't have to worry about Yorda at all, which is very odd. I don't like how the camera shifts suddenly there, because I'm always pointing Eco in the wrong direction and I could very easily just run right off the edge. So now I will encounter the shadow creatures, but I can pretty much ignore them. As long as I was going to say, as long as I can get there quickly enough, they won't hit me, but of course they hit me. Okay, go, 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 quickly. All right, good. So I'll just leave them there. They are not a threat whatsoever. So basically, I take the long way around. Up and over. Yep, Yorda's still there. Safe and sound. So, now I got a call to Yorda, make sure that she's standing on that plank of wood there. And pull the lever. As soon as I do this, shadow creatures are going to pop out. So, gotta get down there very, very quickly. Fortunately, if you just go down the chain all the way to the bottom and jump off, everything's fine. And now we can just pull her towards the door and defeat all the enemies. So here is a bridge that we will use eventually. And up there is a door that we will open very, very soon. You can also see the big doors from here. So our ultimate objective is to open that thing there. And now we will get this sword. I can't remember if I said it during my first recording, since I had to record that a couple times before it worked. I mentioned at some point in time that it was unfortunate that you didn't get too many weapons. And then I came across this sword and I'm like, oh yeah, you do get the sword relatively early on. And it makes enemies slightly easier. So I guess I take back my complaint about needing more weapons. I mean, sure, maybe it would be good if there was one that was slightly better than the sword, and then ultimately you get the most powerful sword in the game, etc., etc. So I'm saving just, you know, in the off chance that I get a game over, because it's happened a few times while I'm recording that I've gotten the game over unexpectedly. So I think it's a good idea to have a save file ready to go. So we bring her up here, and that causes this thing to push down. We get some stairs, and of course, shadow enemies. So earlier when I was playing this, I wanted to see if you could avoid these shadow enemies at all. If you can get Yorda through that giant circular thing at the end before the shadow creatures come. But it seems like it's not entirely possible. They're just too quick. They get to her too soon. So unfortunately you gotta fight them. See, like I could pull this switch right now. Or light my stick on fire. So now I get to open that. And fortunately the shadow guys don't move when that happens. So it's like, can you get through here? Let's see. No, see, she's taken. Okay, let's try now. Nope, see? Too quick. So like I said, it's better just to defeat them and then make your way to the next area. Because one of the advantages of defeating them is that you can leave Yorda in here. Because there isn't much point to bringing her into the next area. There is a place to save. But once you clear out this section, there's nothing really standing in your way that could cause you game over. Okay, I think that's it. So leave Yorda in here. I want to switch the camera angle because I might want to use this. Whoa. That. I can't hold the camera steady. Never mind, I thought I could get a good thumbnail, but I have an idea of what I'm going to use for the thumbnail. So, who cares that my thumb is all shaky? It isn't always like that, trust me. Yeah, that's it. That's a ticket. So, light this stick up here. And then light these. And that releases the sword. So I could save right now, but again, not much point because there's not really anything that's going to stand in the way of progress. So see what I mean about things being more puzzly? Definitely a lot more steps to make things happen. So we got a little bit of a water puzzle, because you can't climb up there while that water is flowing. This particular section of the game is one of my favorites with all the things that you do. I like these extra puzzly sections. So we got a bridge, got to cut these ropes. That's one half. Now for the other half. There we go. So pull the lever and that stops the flow of water. Maybe I'll call Yorda now. Maybe she'll start running up. Yeah, there we go. That might save a little bit of time. I don't know. Probably the same amount of time. So we just make our way back to Yorda. There she is. Hello. This next section is a little bit weird. Reason being because there's nothing really here, but then when you go to the edge, we got now appearing blocks. That's a new thing. Can't remember if that happens again. I think it does. We shall see. So once I do this next little bit here, that's when I'm going to end the video. This whole game takes 4.5 hours, give or take. So having slightly shorter videos is not a big problem. So I pick up the wood plank again. I can go back and get that sword. In fact, I pretty much need to if I want to defeat enemies faster. But I just need this to light the way. Open the circular thing. So we start this thing up, and that's half of the big door. Already, first half of it is done. And now the door will open. The little door, that is. So basically I just go here, reclaim my sword. Climb up the ladder if I can do that. And that's it. Gonna go ahead and end the video here. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.